Are you wanting to start your career as a politician but not really sure how to go about it? Well, don't worry, I'm here to tell you everything you need to know. Welcome to the best guide to... wait a sec. Welcome to the best guide to politics. With my guide, anyone can be a politician, even you. First, let's start with political parties. There's the Republican Party and the Democratic Party, also known as the red one and the blue one, also known as the left and the right, also known as the elephant and the donkey. Here's what you need to know about them. Okay, so basically Republicans are racist, they're bad for America, and they don't care about your feelings, and that's why you should vote for me instead. Okay, so basically the Democrats are racist, they're bad for our country, and they don't care about the facts, and that's why you should vote for me instead. While other political parties do exist, you can just ignore them. They'll never win an election anyway, we don't really care about them. About 8 out of every 5 people who say they're a part of these political parties are either lying or don't exist. Saying you're with a third party is like saying that your favorite movie is Thor: The Dark World. Not a terrible movie, but why that one? I'd rather vote for this green screen than the Green Party. In order to be a successful politician, you're going to need to know what's happening in the area around you. And that's why it's important to know what sources you can trust and which ones you can't. This is everything you need to know. If you lean towards the left politically, listen to the mainstream media and believe everything they say, no matter how ridiculous it is. And also, if you don't want to watch the news, look at Twitter. Trust everything on Twitter. Don't worry, they'll get rid of the people you don't like. Do you understand? Okay, cool, let's move on. If you lean towards the right, listen to the mainstream media and believe the opposite. Everything is a lie except for Fox News and the Daily Wire. And if you don't want to do this, you can always just look at Parler. Don't worry, only the people you trust will post on it. If you're campaigning, social media is going to be very important. In this day and age, to be a successful politician, you have to get people's attention on the internet, and there are a few different ways of going about this. One thing you can do is tweet what you are going to do so that people know what to expect before they vote for you. A more fun thing to do is to tweet something political out of context so that nobody knows what you're talking about. Another strategy you can use, of course, is to retweet someone who disagrees with you and call them stupid. And one more thing you can do is when you find someone who disagrees with you, you can click reply and... Insulting strangers on social media is the greatest way to gain respect. When someone disagrees with you politically on social media, feel free to use insults such as racist, stupid, fascist, or communist. Or you can even make up an insult if you want to. Now you may be wondering though, is the insult I'm using accurate? But let me answer that question with another question. Does it matter? While you're running for a government position and you're in a debate, this is what you need to know. First of all, one thing that a lot of people get wrong about debates is that people think the goal is to answer the questions in the debate better than your opponent. But this is completely wrong. The real goal of the debate is to trick the audience into thinking you answered the question while being as vague as possible. Don't give any actual answers, avoid answering questions at all costs.
Let's go on and talk about the issue of racial justice.
I just want the record to reflect she never answered the question.
If this doesn't work, don't worry, there's plan B. Tell people what they want to hear. And if you do this right, it doesn't even need to make sense. And this should be everything you need to know for the debate portion of this video. And if you want to know more, you can always just watch that episode of Parks and Rec.
I guess my thoughts on abortion are, let's just all have a good time. I'm against crime, and I'm not ashamed to admit it.
Now that you're in the position in the government that you have run for, it's time to figure out what you're going to do with your power. This is the easy part of politics. All you have to do is what your party wants you to do. If you're in the legislative branch, you're going to vote for all the bills that were made by your party. And if you're the president, you're going to veto all the bills from the opposite party. I don't make the rules, I just point them out. One thing you'll have to learn how to deal with a lot in your political career is criticism from the other party. You'll hear a lot out of this from the news or in debates or on social media, so it's important to know what to do about it. But here's the thing, all you have to do is blame it on the other party.
Why didn't you get it done? You had 8 years with Obama.
We had a Republican Congress.
I hope you learned a lot from the best guide to politics. If not, it's probably because you're racist. I'm just saying.
What am I supposed to do with that?